The protocol, Bitcoin gets political as US government ponders airdrops. In this week's issue of CoinDesk's newsletter on blockchain tech, we examine U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis's call for a national Bitcoin strategic reserve. We've also got photos from the Bitcoin Nashville conference, where it seemed like nearly everyone was talking about staple gunning layer 2 networks onto the original blockchain. Last week's Bitcoin Nashville conference dominated crypto news headlines, largely due to former U.S. President Donald Trump's campaign speech and lots of promises, as well as Senator Cynthia Lummis's call for a national Bitcoin strategic reserve. We've got the draft legislation. We wandered around the event for 4 days while scrambling to cover all the news and took lots of photos. Bitcoin LARP, anyone? In this issue, California puts car titles on the Avalanche blockchain stablecoin issuer Circle's pre-IPO shares trade at $5 billion valuation in private markets. Top picks from the past week's protocol. Village Column, Iris, Arweave, Router Protocol, Blackbird, TheorIQ, dash $13 million of blockchain project fundraisings, Hyperbolic, Roxum, Kuru, CoinDesk 20 returns for July, XRP. Soars, RNDR, Tumbles Network News, U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis, a Wyoming Republican, with a copy of her Bitcoin reserve bill at the Bitcoin Nashville conference on Saturday, July 27th. Danny Nelson, CoinDesk, reserving judgment. Details are scarce on last weekend's Republican calls for a strategic national Bitcoin stockpile. Trump, the party's presidential nominee, suggested using the government's existing holdings of just over 200,000 BTC as the core of a new reserve. Senator Cynthia Lummis of Wyoming proposed to go even further, possibly building it up to 1 million BTC, or about 5% of the cryptocurrency's maximum supply. Lummis said on stage at Bitcoin Nashville that the plan might eventually eliminate the national debt, $27 trillion at last check, but didn't really explain or how that would work, apart from the basic math that swelling U.S. government wealth would generally equate with reduced indebtedness, as CoinDesk's Jesse Hamilton put it. Questions arose on social media over whether the government even had rights to keep the existing hoard, mostly obtained through seizures and forfeitures associated with criminal activity. In other words, any stolen assets might at some point need to be returned to the rightful owners. There was also considerable speculation over what exactly Lummis meant when she said, "We will convert excess reserves at our 12 Federal Reserve banks into Bitcoin over 5 years, or if the economics or legality of anything remotely close to that were even feasible." George Selden, an economist with the conservative Cato Institute, wrote on X that he had heard from someone in Senator Lummis's office who clarified that the plan was actually just to buy about $64 billion worth of Bitcoin, using balances created from simply revaluing the gold in Fort Knox. CoinDesk obtained a draft bill that does indeed outline a plan to revalue Federal Reserve gold certificates, while setting aside $6 billion from any net earnings the U.S. Central Bank might generate over the next 5 fiscal years, with the giant caveat that lately the Fed has been losing money at a record pace. Fun fact, the draft bill offers a provision for how the U.S. government would handle any airdrop tokens. Taking things from a high level, the Wall Street Journal editorial board concluded that if cryptocurrencies really are a libertarian vehicle to invest free from political vagaries, then they should trade on their own without government help. The entire debate took a sharp turn once reports emerged that U.S. authorities had just moved about $2 billion worth of the government's Bitcoin associated with the Silk Road website seizures. U.S. officials wouldn't really explain the move and cautioned against reading too much into it, but theories quickly emerged on social media that the Biden administration and its allies were rushing to dump the government's stash before the Trump administration ever gets control. Also, California's Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV, digitized 42 million of car titles on the Avalanche AVAX network as part of development to modernize the state's title transfer process with software development firm Oxhead Alpha. Wazirx, the Indian crypto exchange hit by a $230 million hack, drew fire on social media as customers criticized a proposed workout plan, appearing to incentivize them to keep their funds on the platform. CoinDesk's Amitoj Singh reported, Financial services firm Cantor Fitzgerald will open a Bitcoin financing business, EO Howard Lutnick said at the Nashville Bitcoin conference on Saturday. Circle Internet Financial's privately held stock is trading in the secondary market at a price implying a $5 billion to 5.2% billion valuation for the stablecoin issuer ahead of a planned initial public offering. According to three people with knowledge of the matter, Bitcoin Nashville conference in pictures, orange Athena, pink suits, polymarket swag, Trump song, lightning protocol. Engineer Lisa Nygut leading an instructional game called Bitcoin LARP at last week's Bitcoin Nashville conference. Bradley Keon. Check out our photo blog from last week's Bitcoin Nashville conference. Surreal doesn't begin to describe the combination of visuals collected from last week's festival style gathering in homage to the oldest and largest cryptocurrency, punctuated by former U.S. President Donald Trump's pro-crypto campaign speech to an adoring crowd, featuring, in order of appearance, David Say, Lisa Nygut above, Adrian Eidelman, Fred Thiel, Justin Sun, not really, but sort of Robin Linus, Jeremy Rubin, Liam Egan, Weikeng Chen, Andrew Polstra, Casey Rodarmer, Aaron Redwing, Kathy Wood, Michael Saylor, Ron Paul, Donald Trump. Click here for the full story by Bradley. Keon Protocol Village, top picks of the past week from our Protocol Village column, highlighting key blockchain tech upgrades and news. The Iris project will feature both permanent data storage as well as term data ledgers Iris-1, Iris describing itself as a provenance layer for data storage. Announced it will transition to a new layer 1 network with the launch of a programmatic data chain that combines data storage and execution. According to the team, through IRISVM, which is fully EVM compatible, developers can leverage efficient and cost-effective real-time data manipulation. This approach simplifies development processes, enhances scalability, and ensures stable and predictable pricing for transactions and data storage. Our ecosystem partners building on Iris's Layer 1 include Berachain, Eclipse, Injective Labs, LivePeer, Linea, IoTex, Gateway.fm, Lit Protocol, Nodekit, Olas, Snapchain, Beraland, and Yeet. Founded in 2021, Iris began its journey as Bundlar, a scaling solution for permanent data storage on Arweave. 2. Router Protocol, a project built using Cosmos blockchain technology, said Tuesday that it launched the main network of a new blockchain designed for chain abstraction, a concept embraced by many protocols with the aim of making the user experience of blockchains more seamless. To make the new router chain more seamless in cross-chain interactions, it will focus on reducing the development barriers and streamlining the development of dApps that can seamlessly interact with multiple blockchains and aggregate liquidity from any chain, according to our press release shared with CoinDesk. 3. Blackbird Labs, the restaurant loyalty platform founded by Resi and Eater co-founder Ben Leventhal, announced the launch of Blackbird Pay, a system that will allow participating restaurants to accept payment in cryptocurrency. The new payments platform expands on Blackbird's mission by allowing consumers to pay for their meals using the Fly cryptocurrency. The tokens can be earned as loyalty points for dining at participating restaurants, or purchased in the Blackbird app using Coinbase's popular USDC stablecoin. 4. The developers of Theorix, described as an AI agent base layer, published its official project white paper, introducing the key aspects of its network and outlining its benefits for the development of advanced AI agent collectives. According to the team, using a decentralized model, Theorix will leverage smart contracts to ensure transparency and accountability, while also maintaining flexibility to ensure its network will continue to adapt as AI continues to advance in complexity. 5. Dash, a payments-focused cryptocurrency project, is launching the Evolution upgrade on July 29, described as its most major upgrade to date, with a new sidechain. According to the team, the project aims to enable indexed decentralized storage and decentralized applications. According to a blog post, the sidechain is run by EvaNodes, which also secures the legacy Dash chain. It uses the account-based model. Single addresses have balances as opposed to the UTXO model. Multiple addresses hold coins or UTXOs of the core chain. It uses a heavily modified derivative of Tendermint Cosmos consensus called TenderDash. The main differences between TenderDash and Tendermint are that Dash's version has same block execution, meaning you don't have to wait for the next block after writing new data in order to query it. Money Center, Fundraising's Hyperbolic CEO Jasper Zhang and co-founder Yuchen Jin, Hyperbolic, one of the newer contenders in the race to apply blockchain tech to artificial intelligence, has raised $7 million in a seed funding round led by Polychain Capital and Lightspeed Faction. Hyperbolic's first product will be an AI inference service that allows builders to use state-of-the-art AI models at a fraction of the cost, according to the company. First reported in Protocol Village, Roxum raised $4.3 million in pre-seed funding to launch the first stock, commodities, and futures exchange denominated in Bitcoin. The company was founded by CEO Borja Martel and CTO Nick D'Amico. Martel was previously a co-founder at LATAM-based crypto exchange Lemon. Roxum's round was led by Kingsway, Draper, and David Marcus, among others. Bitcoin native financial markets are an important step for holders to access a wide range of financial services natively. Roxum is an important step in that direction, said Marcus. Kuru, building the first fully on-chain central limit order book CLOB on Monad, raised $2 million in a seed round, led by investors like Electric Capital, Brevin Howard Digital, CMS Holdings, and notable angels like Nomad Labs co-founder Keone Honorable, Eugene Chen, and Jerry Shao. Blog. Our post is here. Data and tokens. Terra blockchain restarts after $4 million exploit. Comp token rises as whale backs down on supposed governance attack. On compound polymarket, whales favor Trump as election betting surges past $400 million. Dogecoin pup owners new Shiba Inu ends up in Nero meme coin drama. Regulatory and policy. BitClout founder charged with wire fraud. Civil securities charge Bank of England to carry out CBDC digital ledger experiments. XRP leads gainers among CoinDesk 20 members in July. The benchmark CoinDesk 20 index of blue-chip digital assets returned 3.3% during the month through July 30, roughly matching July returns for gold, but slightly outperforming the Standard & Poor's 500 index of U.S. stocks. Our MTD returns through July 30th. Tracy Stevens, CoinDesk Indices XRP, the token used in the Ripple Labs developed XRP ledger, dominated among the month's big gainers, soaring 32%, followed by Solana's SOL at 20%. Our Bitcoin was the only other cryptocurrency in the green, with a 3.8% month-to-date rise. MTD returns through July 30. Tracy Stevens, CoinDesk Indices calendar. August 6, Blockchain Application Stanford Summit, New York. August 7 to 9, Science of Blockchain Conference, New York. August 19 to 21, Web3 Summit, Berlin. Sept 1 to 7, Korea Blockchain Week, Seoul. Sept 12 to 13, Global Blockchain Congress, Southeast Asia Edition, Singapore. Sept 18 to 19, Token 2049, Singapore. Sept 19 to 21, Solana Breakpoint, Singapore. Sept 25 to 26, European Blockchain Convention, Barcelona. Sept 30 to October 2, Masari Mainnet, New York. October 9 to 11, Permissionless, Salt Lake City. Oct 9 to 10, Bitcoin Amsterdam. October 10 to 12, Bitcoin Mints eCash, Berlin. October 15 to 17, Meridian, London. October 21 to 22, Cosmoverse, Dubai. October 23 to 24, Cardano Summit, Dubai. October 25 to 26, Plan B Forum, Lugano. October 30 to 31, Chainlink SmartCon, Hong Kong. November 10, OpNext Bitcoin Scaling Conference, Boston. November 12 to 14, DevCon 7, Bangkok. November 15 to 16, Adopting Bitcoin, San Salvador, El Salvador. November 20 to 21, North American Blockchain Summit, Dallas. February 19 to 20, 2025, Consensus Hong Kong. May 14 to 16, Consensus Toronto. May 27 to 29, Bitcoin 2025, Las Vegas.